All right, Takasia. My deck's game plan is a desert surveil land synergy that builds from combos that combos with various lines and uses lands as a toolbox with Desert Warfare as a core piece. Okay, this is my third attempt at doing a deck with Takasia Dig Site Mentor. At the helm, when things finally clicked, I saw Desert Warfare, and I've been tweaking this iteration for over a year now. Okay. Trying to avoid cards like Ristic Study and Glacial Chasm, mostly want to add more synergistic interaction. Okay. I gotta be real. Okay, Besaju's already in. Great. You don't have to buy. You don't have to spend $70 on Besaju because I was gonna be like, I'm sorry, but Besaju is the interactive land. So what are our win cons kind of here? Like, how are we beating people to death? We have Field of the Dead. Planetarium 1, because you have all this surveilling. Sure. I've never been a big Conduit of Worlds fan. The Ice Till is kind of hard to beat in that slot because, like, if we're doing like a slow, grindy ramen up kind of game plan, it's hard to beat additional land drop. Also, play land from graveyard, and because of that, that makes me want to add more consistent ways to get the Ice Till in play, as opposed to just running alternative side grade Ice Till effects. You control planes. How many of each land do we run? We have 3 forests, 3 plains, and 18 deserts. That doesn't count fetch lands. But it doesn't look like you have many. So I don't think Valor is necessarily going to be online that frequently. You greedy pig. Fucking Mystic Sanctuary. Are you shitting me? So you need Dryad out for these to work. Ugh. Yuck. Yuck. No way. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. I can't believe in that. I like the Titania with Argot. That's fun. Okay, I believe in Genesis and Glory. These two are fine. Do we have enough plains for a Miriam? No, we don't have enough of any basic land for anything. I love how you're like, avoid cards like Glacial Chasm. They're too mean. And then you have Constant Mist muddle the mixture to find Constant Mist, you fucking worm. That's cool. I don't know if I really like Savine's here. Imagine playing basics. Couldn't be me. Never, ever. I'm an enemy of basics. Whenever you surveil. Oh, that's fun. That's a cool one. I forgot about this card. Yeah, so you tap all your creatures, they surveil 3. I'm a fan of that. One of each, dude. Edward, you're like a shitty Noah. That's the guy with the arc, right? Prismatic Omen. Okay, this made more sense when we had the cards that were like, oh, all these we care about these land types. I just don't think we need to be doing all that. I think it's a very low floor, low ceiling, or high floor. Whatever's bad in both regards. It's not that powerful, and also the cost of running it is huge. That's fun. Yeah, one of the combos is a Maria combo, and the lands a creature pulling out the entire deck of Grave on the board. Ah, so yeah, that is that does make sense. Okay, I can be convinced to put it back in, but I don't like the other lands. I don't like the other lands, but for this combo, I think I'm fine with it. So we are very enchantment based. I kind of want to get you more enchantment tutors. Prismatic Omen is the name of the card, right? Yeah. So Sky Ruin is useful because upkeep. I know. So okay, that's an interesting idea. Yeah. So behavior upkeep. So what if we made the upkeep happen at the end of turn? Like I love Shadow of the Second Sun. Big fan here. Enchant player. Being enchanted player's post-combat main phase, there's an initial beginning phase after this phase. So after your second main, you untap, upkeep, draw, end step. And I think that's really funny. It also untaps all the surveil creatures. Yeah, you can attack with all your creatures. Well, they have vigilance, but you can tap them all. You can swing, tap them all, and then untap them on end step. Surveil again. Yeah, absolutely. So now we do maybe let's do, oh gosh, because I'm trying to think about what kind of flicker tutor package I want going on here. My main issue is finding what to cut for the interaction. Yeah, absolutely. But also, yeah, I mean, because you do want a more interactive deck. I kind of just want to get this engine in it though, because we can do Court of Vantress. And Court of Vantress, and you become the monarch when it enters. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, you get to pick any enchantment or artifact. You can make copies of it. So you copy Shadow of the Second Sun, and this gets you exponential upkeeps. Because you get 2, and then you get 4, and then you get 8, and then you get whatever. You probably don't want 16 or more, because then you're going to probably deck yourself. But I like that Court of Vantress can like copy Desert Warfare. That's kind of fun. And then, of course, this also just works with like all your surveil creatures all the time. And then I'd probably go an aura-based removal spell. Something like Darksteel Mutation. So now we have Darksteel Mutation, Shadow of the Second Sun, that are auras. Oh, we have Sterling Grove. Okay, so we could do something like Felia, because you can Felia flicker the Sterling Grove. And that's a way to tutor up all the enchantments you need. You could also do Circle the Moon Cleric. Or, you know what I mean, Moonblessed Cleric. Halo Fountain may be a pick here. Why? What is Halo Fountain doing? But anyway, I like adding auras here because it turns any enchantment tutor into a tutor that goes and gets interaction as well, which is a pretty nice thing to have. I don't really like Exploration Brood Chip. I found it to be a little bit too slow. Honestly, your deck's pretty good. There's a lot of just decent cards already in here. Yeah, Lotus Cobra, Nissa. Head Shredder's criminal in this deck, by the way. I know, it's so good. Yeah, this is like the first Head Shredder deck I've ever seen where I'm not like, ew, gross. Okay, We have 3 more slots to play with. We could do something like Moonblast Cleric. Let's try Heliod's Pilgrim, I think. And then we can do just something boring like Idyllic Tutor. I just kind of want to see what it feels like in this deck. Because I think Moonblast Cleric is slightly too slow. Where like it enters and then puts the enchantment on top, and then I don't know. We can try it out, but I just don't think we want to be flickering it a ton in this kind of list. Because it's also like fucking with the Surveil a little bit too. Where it's like, why would I ever on Earth want to activate any of my Surveil creatures if I already know what I want on top, unless it's Enchant Surveillance or Planetarium. Those are like the only 2 exceptions to that. Okay, this hand's unkeepable. This one is, though. Okay. Meticulous Archive, Surveil 1. Top. Graveyard. We have Head Shredder. We don't need that. Okay, Vesuva someone's green source. Dunes of the Dead. 1, 2, 3. Spelunking. Draw. Urza Saga into play. We don't have double green. We do if we Dryad. And then we miss our land drop, which is fine because we accelerated by 1, so it's not like the end of the world. It just sucks. And then here you go, 1, 2, 3, 4. Head Shredder. Next turn. And then this turn you go dink, dink, dink. Onto the battlefield tapped, but with Takasia, they enter normal style. And this one also puts, yep, in your graveyard and rest your hand. So all these go into the battlefield. Except for the ones that go to hand. So, Field of the Dead. We don't have Thespian Stage or anything. Otawara. Boseiju. Bounce Land. So, Arid Archway. Okay, which ones are going to my hand and which ones are going into play, chat? Yeah, the Head Shredder plus Realms Uncharted's funny. Petrified Field lets you get the channels back when you sack them. Yeah. I know. Right now I'm asking what you're putting in my hand and what you're putting onto the battlefield for me. Though, that's what we're focusing on. Because here's the thing. I need a bounce land in this pile or else these just don't work at all. But with the bounce land, they work. Because if you just put these into play for me right now, because we have Head Shredder in play, they're going onto the battlefield. They do not go into our graveyard. So I don't want Petrified Field because they're not going to go to my graveyard. I want a bounce land because they're going into play, so I can bounce them back to my hand and use them. Chat, what if you tell me what's going into my hand and what's going into play right now? I can't pick. It's for an opponent. Rah! Left pile hand? Sure. And these enter untapped because of Spelunking. Alright, Field of the Dead trigger. I think our Urza Saga's dead. You only have Amulet of Vigor? I know that's the thing. Oh, and Haywire Might. You only have 2 things. Okay. We could probably add like a couple things to the Urza Saga idea. Oh, we have Zurin Orb too. Okay. We have 3 things then. 2 because they entered at the same time. Nice. All right. Let's run this back. Toggle Rog. Thank you for the prime sub. This is a decent hand. Misty Rainforest, get Surveil Land. Probably a green one. What the fuck? Where'd all the lands go? A Hedge Maze. Lumber to Graveyard. Yeah. I'm very not happy with how this is feeling right now. In terms of, you are running so many colorless sources, dude. It's making me nauseous. Good job, sweetheart. You're great. Ugh. We can't cut any desert, can we? We can cut Academy Ruins, though. Fuck that. Hall of Heliod Generosity. That one makes more sense, but I don't know. I just don't like these like random ass colorless lands that aren't deserts. Just add Chromatic Lantern. Like, honestly, not like the worst thing you could possibly do. OG Desert can feel pretty bad too. I know. It's just like, I think it's right now. Part of the reason I have it and Dryad. Yeah. No, I think I just want like filter lands. Like, what if we did Signet lands? These fuckers. What are they called? Is filter land. It's the colorless filter lands that kind of suck in most regards, but here they're pretty cool. I think just we don't need the white blue one. Just both the green ones. So now you can filter this colorless desert mana into green mana. Great Divide Guide already in. I don't think so, but also I'm just like, I don't know. I think we already have enough Prismatic Omens. Keep in mind we have Muddle the Mixture and like other enchantment tutors to get Prismatic Omen or Dryad if we need it. I still wouldn't put back in the Mystic Sanctuary and stuff though. Unkeepable hand. Unkeepable hand. Unkeepable hand. Like, this is just awful. Unkeepable hand. Like, legit unkeepable hand. Like, this is bad. Wait, this is a red alert mana. Oh, wow. We could get more instants and sorceries, but like also it's just there's already so little. Life from the Loam is broken though. You can't just get rid of it. Do we want World Tree for colored fixing? That could help. That could help for sure. We are seeing Weather Day in October. I am seeing Weather Day in October. They're here Halloween night, baby. I'm very excited for it. I get it's for like Field of the Dead and shit. Or I guess you tap all your... it's kind of cute. That is kind of cute. Let's get real Crucible Worlds. And then, yeah, I want to add the World Tree. And then maybe something like a... Malevolent Rumble is fixing. It lets you look at more land. Discard. Draw. Okay, this is pretty decent. This is really decent now. Lotus Cobra. Next turn. Okay, this turn goes nuts because you go 1-2. We're down a land. It's turn 3. Sand Scout. Get Arid Archway. Arid Archway enters. Bounces forest. Makes a green mana. Use green mana for exploration. Plains. Make a green mana for Lotus Cobra. Dink. Malevolent Rumble. 1, 2, 3, 4. Windswept Teeth. Goes to hand. Rest to graveyard. Play Windswept Teeth as our second land drop for turn. Make a green. We'll have 3 mana after all this. Yeah, maybe not then. Maybe we just play Cruciate Heath and pass here. Or Argoth. We can do Argoth too. Okay, next turn. This turn is when we go Windswept Teeth. Make a blue. Crack Windswept Teeth. Get Hedge Maze. Blue. 1, 2. Court of Vantress for the Monarch. Second land drop is Cruciate Heath. We have to have not like an idiot to play Takasia this turn as well, I think. Okay, great. Surveil 1. Oop, make it Sand Scout token. I think it's a little slow. Also draw a card of Monarch. Okay, next turn. Yay, Field of the Dead. Yay, Hedron Crab. So we go Hedron Crab, Field of the Dead, mill ourselves for 3. 1, 2, 3. Ipnu Riverlet is makes a Sand Warrior token. And we also get a Field of the Dead zombie. Oh, Court of Vantress makes a token copy of Exploration. Like, this feels pretty cute. Oh, nice. I do like Titania. Okay, there is an undeniable clunk to this deck, but it does have a concept going on, which I appreciate. Okay, maybe Tameshi goes. Tameshi's a very strong piece for lands, being able to bounce lands back to your hand to make landfall, and also bouncing channel lands back to your hand and stuff, but there's less Starfield Vocalist in the list as well. Is that good enough? It's fine because it doubles landfall triggers, which is not nothing in this deck. Also returns mill stuff from the grave. Tameshi. Yeah, but it's not like good the way he does it. He's not like our regrowth. Yeah, if you mill over on Wings of Gold, you can, it's like fine. I think Deep Fruit Wayfinder might be a little bit too slow and kind of hard to attack with. There's no way that's a playable card, right? Especially when Sowing Myco spawn exists. Get in here, Sowing Michael spawn. We have a bunch of colorless too, so we can kick this some games. Mostly just ramp 1 in big body. It doesn't ramp, it puts it in your hand, dog. Reveal it, put in your hand, then shuffle. Doesn't ramp shit. This ramps you. Yeah, Tameshi needs to be doing Belcher stuff before I'm, like, interested. I think I'm going to put Traverse in your deck. You have this enchantment kind of pile. You have a few artifacts kicking around. It'll be easy to get Delirium in this deck. And then it's also just a land. Yeah, I love Traverse a lot. Could it be that more one mana dorks is pretty good? Like, could we shell out a little bit for a Noble Hierarch? Wild Growth? Because, hang on, maybe not Wild Growth. Maybe we do Birds, yeah. Because I could see a world where this gives you a little harumph in the early game and then also color fixes you with your horrifically greedy desert mana base. Like, this hand is entirely colorless mana. Argoth tapped. Yavamaya. Prismatic Omen. Hedron Crab. Lazatep Quarry, Mill 3. Green-white, Sterling Grove. Can get any enchantment we want. Okay, I don't like Tribute to the World Tree. Triple green just seems impossible to cast for you. And then I saw... Oh, wait, I actually kind of like Turn Timber Sober. The Sower, though. So maybe not that one. I think this one might be a little dangerous. Let's just, with the creature tutor, we have a new access to sack lands because you can just tutor for Sylvan Safekeeper. Yeah, Sower is pretty interesting for that. I mean, Sand Scout's uncapped, right? Oh no, it only triggers once you turn. True. I also think Colossal Rattleworm is just not that good either. It's kind of hard to get it in the graveyard. So we have 3 slots we get to play around with, and we can kind of focus these towards interaction. You do already have Ottawara and Boseiju in the land zone, so any land tutor is also one of those. I'm just trying to think about like what interaction a lands deck would even kind of want and what it would like look like. Maybe like an Underdark Rift or something. Put target artifact, creature, or planeswalker. It's okay. And then maybe just like an instant and a sorcery. Thraben Charm. We're kind of going wide. Kabira Takedown. It's a land or it's a like a Thraben Charm light. Duskers, thank you for either getting it for Tuesday or Sunday. There's slots for both. I think there's only, if you got it for Tuesday though, there's 2 slots left for Tuesday this week. Maids of Ith, it's decent. Let's keep it one. So we have one graveyard next turn.
Oh, wait, this isn't 2 mana. Tiller Engine. Okay. I hope you don't hate my deck too much. What bracket are we building for? I'm gonna say 3. It's probably just a 3, right? It's meticulous. Oh, I already got that. Hedge Maze. Hedge Maze is already in play. What's the last one? Lush Portico. I'd keep that up there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We probably just want to cast Tacasia now. And then this turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We just start cheating. So, Surveil 1. Graveyard. All right, look at the top card of our library. It's Otawara. Pass. Okay, dink. Surveil, does this break timing restrictions? Are we able to like do this on each opponent's turn? Holy fucking whiff, by the way. Okay, at least that's a spell. Okay. All right. I mean, honestly, the deck feels pretty nice right now. Where it's kind of just doing the grindy thing. We have more ways to find Desert Warfare. It's still very colorless, though. Like, ugh. But here we have the Ignoble Hierarch kind of saving you. Right? Because now you have all of your colors. Now you have even more of your colors. Dink, 1, 2. Head Shredder. Commander. Surveil. Graveyard. Goes on the battlefield. Oh, wait. We do want a Spelunking first. My fault. So that way they enter untapped. Do want that on top, I think. Okay. I do kind of hate that Glory kind of gets stranded in hand here. We probably want like a Gaia Reach. Oh, but that's another colorless land. Which is a tough sell. Maybe we can do like Agna Koala. Just like as a way to like unstrand these, like it needs to be in your graveyard elementals or incarnations rather. I think Marvel's way better than I expect it to be. There's like some good cards in it, but that's just gonna go for any set. I think but most people aren't like shitting on Marvel preemptively because the sets sucks with bad cards. It's because it's like fucking Marvel. What about Seaboard Muse to be able to surveil more? It's a thought for sure. I kind of like that we have Shadow though. I think I'm good to kick this back to you. All right. Get Hedge Maze here. Top. Christy Heath. Ameria. Enhanced Surveillance. Cactus Preserve. Knight of the White Orchid. Sowing Michael spawn. Get Field of the Dead directly into play. And then here you go. 1 mana Malevolent Rumble. Misty Rainforest. Misty Rainforest. Hey, look, 7 different land names. Get Zombie. Crack Misty Rainforest. Island. Get another zombie. 1, 2, 3, 4. Takasia. And then now each of these surveilled for 1 billion. And you also have the ability to protect your plays because oh no, you do have a forest in play. You can attack Hedge Maze and get any land you want directly into play right now. So you can protect with Talon, get some Madara. And then this turn you pop off Insano style. One, 2, 3, 4. Head Shredder. There we go. And then all these tap to surveil 3. Yeah, you have a Maya fetching to get more